Have you ever said, I'll never do blank, or you'll never catch me doing this? I don't know about you, but I have said that many times in my life, and I am convinced that God is sitting up there with his clipboard, writing down all the things that I said I would never do or I would never do again, and he is bringing them back into my life in a variety of different ways. And one of those things that I thought that I would never do is the 75 hard challenge. And for those of you that don't know, let me share with you, the 75 hard challenge developed by Andy Frisella is 75 days in a row of doing these things every single day. 2 45-minute workouts. One of those 45-minute workouts has to be outdoors. You need to drink 1 gallon of water every day. Take a progress picture of yourself every day. Read 10 pages of a nonfiction book or a book where you're going to be able to learn and grow that's going to help you gain wisdom throughout these 75 days. No alcohol, no cheat meals. Follow a diet. And a couple years ago, my husband did this challenge and he had asked me if I wanted to do it with him. And I was like, nope, not doing it. I'm not ready. Like, I'm never going to do that challenge. Funny, right? Because here I am today doing the challenge. And what I want to share with you is the reason why I didn't do that challenge a couple years ago was because I was really afraid that it was going to trigger my old eating disorder habits and my old thoughts of perfectionism. So I knew at that time in my life that mentally it was not right for me to start that challenge. And I just want to take a second to say eating disorders, perfectionistic thinking, these are very serious things. So when it comes to deciding if you're going to jump on challenges or not, like, you really need to make sure that you consult your doctor, that you know yourself, that you're in a really good headspace to do this. And now, today, a couple years later, I really do. I'm looking at the 75 hard challenge differently. And I thought it would be cool just to share my journey with you and share with you a little bit about what old Jackie would have done and how old Jackie would have approached this challenge and how new Jackie is approaching the challenge. So old Jackie would have really questioned counting, going to a CrossFit class, which is an hour long, mind you. I would have not necessarily counted that for my 45-minute workout. Old Jackie would have said, well, it says 45-minute workout at a gym, so I better be working every single second, every single minute for 45 minutes in a row without stopping. Okay, I say that out loud now, and those of you that work out, you're like, okay, that's kind of crazy. Like, especially when we're lifting weights, right? Those of us that go to the gym and we lift weights, I can't lift weights for 45 minutes straight without taking a break. That is not realistic, right? There's this hour-long class, and we're there, and we're moving our bodies, we're taking breaks, we're getting back in. Okay, that counts. That counts as a workout. Like, Andy Frisella sells Firstborn. He does CrossFit. Like, it's an hour-long class. Like, yes. Okay, count it. Let's go back to the gallon of water. Old Jackie, okay? 1 gallon is 128 ounces. Old Jackie would have I kid you not, would have taken a measuring cup and measured and poured into her water bottle that already says it's 40 ounces on the bottom. I would have still measured it to make sure I was getting that just perfect. And then I have to measure out another 8 ounces. I would have done that. Okay, 2 years ago. Now I know, okay, fill up your water bottle 3 times, have an extra 8 ounces in your shaker bottle in the morning and drink it on the way to the gym. Cool. The diet, right? The thing that scared me probably the most because I wasn't ready to attack that yet. I was resentful with it. I was scared of it. Now, old Jackie would have said it had to be count your macros, which means every day I would have told myself I had to log in to an app and put in a certain number of grams of carbs, proteins, and fats that I had to hit every day, and I would have had to hit that number, and if I didn't hit that number, then I'd have to start the challenge over. Old Jackie, okay? New Jackie says, okay, the rules are to set a diet goal that's realistic to your goals and what you want. All right, well, I want to eat more protein because I know as a female, I need to be eating a certain amount of protein to be healthy and to meet my fitness goals. So this round, right, is I am eating a diet that is protein focused, no fried foods. Whew, that feels a lot less scary, right? And a lot less opportunity to fail, so to speak. It allows me freedom. It allows me freedom in my food to, okay, I'm going to focus in on having protein, not going to worry about counting my macros. I'm just going to stay away from fried foods. That's going to put me in a much healthier situation than I've currently been living. So I share these things with you because first and foremost, when we decide if taking a challenge or starting a challenge is right for us, we definitely need to be in the right mind frame, and we really need to understand why we're starting this challenge in the first place. I believe this challenge is going to help me find some areas of my life where I need more discipline in and help me nail those down. I also feel like it's going to help me get back on this like healthy eating cycle consistently. It's going to help me get the protein in my diet that I've been wanting to have, that I've been falling short of. And I'm not going to lie to you, I've had some old thoughts creep back in. I've emptied my water bottle and then like tipped it back 3 times to make sure that I drank all the water in the water bottle. And I have some of these old thoughts coming in, but this time is different. This time I'm all about taking those thoughts captive and understanding, why am I thinking this? Where did it come from? Is it kind? Is it helpful? Is it true? No. And learning how to, when that devil creeps back in and tries to bring something in that I know is not of God or of me, how to combat that. And at the same time, if it starts to get too much, I've already committed and confirmed with my coach, with my husband, that if it gets overwhelming, if I fall back hard into these perfectionistic ways of thinking or living, that I will stop. So I've gone into the challenge already knowing that if something like that happens, I give myself the grace to stop and to not be upset about it. So I share this with you. I hope it resonates with some of you. And I'm going to share my journey along the way for anyone that's interested. What I'm learning throughout the 75 hard, how I'm feeling, how it's going, and how I'm really breaking through when any of those thoughts come in, how I'm combating them. If you have any questions or you yourself are wondering, is this the right time in my life to start a challenge, and what does that challenge look like? Or you're in one right now and you're struggling and you have some questions, or you're feeling like you're resenting it and it's not what you want it to be. Know, first of all, that nobody's forcing you to finish it, and I give you the grace to stop. And also know, like, I'd love to get in conversation with you. Any of you that are in a challenge right now, that are questioning if you want to start one, reach out. Let's jump on a call. Let's talk about it together and really help you decide if it's your time to jump into one or not.